Good morning, everybody. How are you? Hope all is well. Happy Saturday, happy 4th of July weekend. I imagine there will probably be a limited audience today with the forecast so good and the fact it's 4th of July weekend, but I don't know. Maybe I'll be surprised. I'd like to see everybody on. I do not have coffee for coffee time. I can't tell you what I have in there. It's not anything that's bad. I can't get in trouble for it, but all right, we got a lot to talk about. Let's go. What's up? Got to talk about yesterday. I sat here and I watched the line of showers and storms, non-severe, produce some heavy rain, gusty winds. 44 mile per hour gust of winds in the shoals. There were some trees down, like limbs down and stuff. Nothing too crazy, but I watched the rain move through, and most locations had rain. There were some pockets that didn't. Lawrence County kind of missed out, like the big gaping hole in the rainfall in Lawrence County, but everybody pretty much got some rain besides that. Some areas more than others. Some people wanted more than what they got. Some areas got soaked. Never really got the second round of rain, though I did have this awesome downpour at my house at like 7 o'clock last night, which was awesome. I think I was the only one, though. If you live in Northwest Huntsville yesterday, you did very well. But if you missed out on the rain, felt like you got like shafted a bit, there's plenty more rain in the forecast. Just not for the weekend, though, which is great. Hi, Omar. How are you? Good morning from Birmingham. Daniel, what's up, buddy? Good to see you on. Hope all is well. Still need to become friends on Facebook so that I can like find you on Mogo and friend you so I can share stuff with you and stuff. Those little stickers are really hard to get in that game. You know that, right? Mogo is Monopoly Go. Those of you who don't know what Mogo means. I just found out what Mogo was a couple weeks ago. Danielle, what's up? She's coffee time. It's a Saturday routine. I like that. Saturday routine coffee time with Jeff. I love it. And Sundays too if you want to stop by. I'm here too. There's a lot to talk about with the forecast. So like last week, Hurricane Beryl was making national news by becoming a Category 5 really early in the season. People were like, you know, why is this happening? Well, sea surface temperatures are off the charts. And it just blossomed into this major hurricane, impacted the Windward Islands, and then Jamaica, and then eventually moved west. It weakened Cat 2 to Yucatan Peninsula. Now it's floundering in the Gulf of Mexico as a tropical storm, but will likely gain a little bit of strength to a Cat 1 and then make landfall again in Texas Sunday night into Monday. And we talk about Beryl, and like earlier in the week, you know, a lot of the track had it going into Mexico. And I think a lot of times too, hurricanes move really, really slowly, okay? So there's a lot of time to watch these things. Like it's not like a tornado where it happens fast, right? So a hurricane, much like a blizzard in the winter for snow, forecasting it's like a marathon, not a sprint, right? So what happens is over the course of the last couple of days, forecast models have swung this thing around this big ridge of high pressure, and now it's a little bit more east. And now it looks like it could make landfall almost as far east as Houston, probably just a little bit west. But whether it's a Cat 1, Cat 2, Cat 3, doesn't matter. The rainfall with it, like 8 to 12 inches of rain, could impact southeast Texas, and that could cause some flooding. I'll show you the Beryl track here in just a second. List drivers on this morning. Good to you. I will request Danielle. I will. I'm absent-minded, but I will. Renee says, have a good day. Renee Nelson, you have a good day too. Thank you for stopping by on this Saturday for you. Beautiful reflection indicator off the water with the sunshine this morning. It's nice. Michelle says, still on the front porch. This lower humidity is fabulous. It's happening. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Let me show you something real quick before I show you the Beryl, okay? So I said this. I just wrote, we do these like forecast emails back and forth, everybody. And I said, if you can go feel like temperatures below 100, air temperature around 90, and drop dew points into the 60s, and it's a weekend in July in the Tennessee Valley, and put a little cherry on the Sunday, it's the 4th of July weekend, that's a win for us. Huge, huge win. I have more shopping to do. That's Pretty Woman. But yeah, it does feel good. And the dew points, okay, so I put the dew points up so you can see them. You see a lot of upper 60s and low 70s there. We were near 80 Thursday and Friday. In fact, I said that Independence Day would be the hottest and most humid day of the 4, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Check. It felt like 109 in Huntsville that afternoon. Said that Friday would be the wettest day, and for like 90% of the Tennessee Valley, it was. But the 10% was the ones that commented on my page a million times and let me know it didn't rain at their house. But it was the wettest day by far for the 4 days, because there's just a slight chance of a shower today and tomorrow. And the dew points should drop back into the 60s eventually today. So we're not done dropping the dew point. So there's like, it's going to get even better and better with each passing hour. All right, let's bring up Beryl. Now a tropical storm. Let me pause this for a moment. So there's Beryl spinning around in the Gulf. Amanda says, "Dear Mother Nature, you left the oven on again." Yes, it's going to be hot today, but it won't be very humid today, though. It's an improvement. It's an improvement. It's summer, though, for sure. Vacation Valerie says, "Good morning, Jeff and everyone," which is wonderful. Vacation Valerie. Outcast bobblehead, huh? Outcast had some great songs. Tracy, good morning, Jeff. Hot and muggy as all get out here in Hatton, Alabama. It's cloudy. Yeah, probably not quite as muggy anymore, though, Tracy. You probably should lose a little bit of that today. It should feel better to you this morning. I walked out to my truck, and it is noticeable here in Huntsville. I would imagine it's probably noticeable in Hatton, but the muggies are out a little bit. The icky stickies are going to take a day off, 2 days off, actually, but still hot. And you have clouds. I'm going to go check the Shoals camera. Let me just check this real quick. I don't really have a camera. I need a camera in Hatton, especially for you. So if you have cloud cover right now, you won't for much longer, because you'd be the only one that has cloud cover right now. So everybody else is sunny. So I'm assuming that cloud cover you have will break up soon. And I have high hopes for sunshine for you soon, Tracy, okay? Dave Luddy, what's up? Dave had a downpour yesterday. He let me know. Happy Saturday. Bring on more rain. It does feel nice out there this morning. It does. It's a noticeable difference. I know when you have dew points and still in the 70s and you're like, oh, it's still kind of above 70, but it's not 80. And that's where we were on Thursday. We had dew points like 78, 79. It was gross. Gross, gross, gross. All right, let's talk Beryl before I go into any more comments, okay? The tropical storm right now, forecast to become a bit stronger by Sunday night into Monday and make Category 1 again before it makes landfall. Remember, the number on a hurricane is just the wind. It doesn't take into consideration rainfall, storm surge, which will be about 3 to 5 feet, rainfall, which will be about 8 to 12 inches, and the angle that it actually makes landfall at. So the dirty side of this thing will probably be towards like Corpus Christi, but that little L that you see there, that's what happens to a tropical system when it makes landfall. It starts to lose its tropical features and weakens, but it's still a very powerful little low pressure, little mighty, like Mighty Mouse. And it still can pack a big punch with heavy rainfall. So that heavy rainfall goes all the way up into Arkansas. You don't have to be at the coast to get the heavy rain. And now we are in the cone of uncertainty, the most misunderstood cone of all cones, because everyone thinks like that area is so big. But what they're just trying to do at the National Hurricane Center is show you at home where this could track with the potential highest rainfall, maybe even some winds about 30 miles an hour. And that cone of uncertainty always is bigger towards the tail end of it, but tighter in the beginning, because that's where the forecast is more accurate. So I put the forecast rainfall total up. This is through Wednesday, okay? See where all that purple is, all the way up from Houston up into Arkansas. Let me draw right through here. That's like 6+ inches of rain, and that goes all the way up into like portions of West Tennessee, right? And here we are. We've got a decent soaker. But if this little area of purple were to start going a little bit more that way, right? Well, now all of a sudden, you got yourself some really heavy rain here. And what can end up playing out is, we've been so dry since early June, boy, could we flip the switch quickly. You get a weakening tropical storm, no real impacts in terms of wind, but you get the beneficial rain from it and don't have too much at one time and don't flood. That's a win-win is what that is right there. Not that I ever want a tropical system or the weakening of a tropical system to impact the area, but what a great way to erase all those browns and yellows off the drought monitor, right? That could quickly catch you up rainfall-wise, so that's what happens. Alec, what's up? I really miss you at ABC6. I appreciate that. I thank you very much. Very nice of you to say. Janet, good morning, Jeff. Hope your day is great. Very humid on Lookout, it feels like. Yeah, Lookout Mountain. Let me go back to the dew points and I'll show you why it's still that way. Bah, 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 bah. This is like my weather 101. I'm trying to. Okay, so let me show you this real quick. So what happens throughout the day today, your lower humidity is up here right now. Your higher humidity is down here, right? So you got to give it a little time to trek across the area. My graphics are horrible. Look at my drawings. They're so bad. So what happens is it takes you a little longer to get to southeastern zones today. You're actually a little bit closer to the front in Coleman and Albertville and Fort Payne and Lookout Mountain. So what happens is that drier air will start to move in this way to you. And so if you feel a little bit of humidity this morning, you're not wrong. That's actually very accurate. But eventually you will get into what that lower humidity is off to the west and northwest that everybody's talking about here. And you too will get the benefits as well. Vacation Valley, how hot will it be in Hotlanta? It's always hot in Hotlanta. Don't worry about that. Humidity for the game. You know, Atlanta's a tricky one because Atlanta is right on the cusp of that frontal boundary. That's the deviation between lower humidity north and more humidity south. And boy, Atlanta's tight. I'm going to have to cheat and I'm going to have to do a cheat sheet on this one. I would think Atlanta is going to be still humid. Oh, yeah. Let me see if it continues tonight real quick. Well, it drops a little bit. Yeah, I mean, the humidity, way this looks is the way the forecast plays out for Atlanta is the front is actually north. So it's still like dew points in the mid-70s right now, which is pretty humid. But it does look like the dew points drop a few degrees this evening, but not like as much as it will here, if that makes sense. I hope that answers your question. And it's hot there too. I mean, everybody's hot in the deep south. It's the summertime. You're going to hit 90 almost every day. There's nothing you can do about it. I saw something the other day. And I saw somebody in the area. I don't be careful, I say. Counting the number of 90-degree days we have here. We'll just put every day of the month pretty much. Like why we should be counting 100-degree days, not 90. I mean, we're supposed to hit 90. That's our high temperature here. 92 is the normal high. So we're going to count the days we hit the actual temperature we're supposed to? It's like the weirdest thing I ever saw. Danielle, beautiful morning in Gunnersville. Good for you, Danielle. Gunnersville's so gorgeous. I talked about that this morning, how wonderful it is there. And if you're going to, by the way, if you're going to have a spot little shower today, it would be in your area too, Danielle. I don't think you're going to have one, but let me put the radar on. This morning I was watching the radar, and there was actually like a little downpour near Fort Payne. That's all gone now. So the frontal boundary is just south of us. So if your travels take you to like central portions of Alabama today, like Birmingham south of I-20, you might encounter some rainfall. But for us, a few spotty sprinkles maybe from like Coleman to Aniana to Gadsden to Rainbow City up to Fort Payne to Albertville, maybe as far north as Gunnersville, but yeah, and I think most areas are going to stay dry today. We good. Where'd I go? D.O. from PC. Good morning, Jeff. Coffee time. Phil Campbell in the house. It feels good. D.O., good to see you. I'm updating the radar yesterday. I'm putting stuff all over my social media page, and Donna was awesome. She's like, thank you for the updates. I'm like, thank you for paying attention to them. That makes my day. Douglas Dawson. Hello, Jeff, and good morning. Good morning to you, Douglas. Was it last weekend that you had your son home, if I remember correctly? Family time, some kind of family time, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to remember that stuff, but I'm getting older here. Vacation Valerie saying hi to people. Mel, what do you do? Oh, it's a styrofoam cup. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble. Good morning, Jeff and everyone. It's muggy everywhere. Yeah, I think actually what's funny in Rhode Island, Mel, you have more humidity than we do here right now. I think that's the case. It's kind of wacky, but it's true. So true. Let me find out. Got rip currents up there, huh? Yeah, your dew point, well, at the airport, at the Warwick Airport, not Providence Airport, don't even get me started. TF Green, your dew point is 73. And in Huntsville, the dew point is 72. Go figure that one, that on this very moment, you have a degree more humidity than we do here. But 73 humidity in Rhode Island is really high. And 72 here is relatively in check. So that's what makes it more than 1 degree difference. Alex's humidity is moving out, but moving into New England. Yeah, much of the East Coast from about Rhode Island down to Florida, still in the icky sticky. Some areas just west of there out of it. Sardis City, no cloud cover this morning, Alyssa says. Yeah, I'm having trouble finding that cloud cover in Hatton, but every camera I have up right now, over here to my left, that's what I'm looking at, is my cameras, is all sunshine. I'll pull them up. I'm not a liar, I promise. Let me find out where I'm at. Everybody got big plans today? You're going to have, fireworks shows really did well this weekend. We didn't get round 2 of rain last night, except at my house. I had a downpour. But trying to think what else. We didn't have the storms that we had on Wednesday night were isolated in north and south of us. So fireworks shows were good. I don't know if there was any fireworks shows last night. I couldn't find any. Pandas had them, obviously, and they'll have them again tonight. But yeah, it's worked out pretty well for the holiday weekend. And we got the beneficial rain on Friday for parts of the area during the day. I know if you had outdoor plans, it was frustrating on Friday, but there's East Limestone, sunny. There's beautiful Gunnersville right there. I got you. Sardis City, not too far from Gunnersville, of course, everybody. For those of you who are playing at home. Shoals, Sade, look at you looking all good. Huntsville, showing off the sunshine. Decatur, showing off the sunshine. That's not too far from Hatton. Madison, sunny. Athens had a beautiful sunrise this morning, especially right before sunrise during civil twilight. Oh my gosh, it was like jaw-dropping awesome. And then the Rocket City. Going to the Panda game tonight. I'll see you there. If you see me say hi, I'll say hi back. I promise. I talk to everybody. That's the way I am. I'm also going to be eating nachos in left field with Ibenda. Ibenda, if you happen to ever watch social media, he doesn't have social media. He doesn't have it. But I'll go see him tonight. He always has some kind of good special to eat. Mel says hi to everybody. Dio says hi to everybody. Vacation Valerie says hi to everybody. I feel the love. Sing kumbaya to each other and have coffee during coffee time. Except I'm not drinking coffee today. I'm drinking a soda. Jamie, hey, hot and sticky here. Yuck. We had some messed up storms yesterday. Those messed up storms, that mess you up, right? You're still in the icky stickies where you are in Virginia. Yes. But still bright and sunny, though. Can't beat that. You got sunshine, you got everything. The world's great. Saturday and Sunday for us, lower humidity, still 90. If you were to look at the 10-day forecast and not listen to my babble endlessly, you just say, oh my gosh, it's going to be so hot. It's 90 every single day. But that is a different 90 today, and it's a different 93 tomorrow. Not nearly as humid like it was on Thursday and Friday. Next week, the humidity will increase. So does your storm chances. We've already talked about the potential for the remnants of what is now Tropical Storm Beryl to impact the area here with some enhanced rainfall. That rainfall would be Tuesday night into Wednesday with the remnants of Beryl. The Monday scattered storms is actually the frontal boundary that's going to set the stage to kind of absorb all that remnant rainfall and spit it out right over the Tennessee Valley. This has potential to be some really good rainfall, especially for areas west of 65. You want to hit on this if we can get it, because even though it's tied into a tropical storm that's going to probably freak people out, it's probably not a bad thing as long as we can control the amounts of rainfall. We don't want it to get too crazy. It's like when you have pizza. 2 pieces is good, but if you eat the whole pizza in one sitting like I do, you don't feel good afterwards. And that's how the rainfall could be if we get too much. We won't feel good afterwards if we get too much at one time. The frontal boundary will drape across the area Thursday and Friday after the actual remnant low moves north and east, and that could spark a few storms on Thursday and Friday. An early call for next weekend is hot and humid, low to mid-90s on Saturday and Sunday. Sunday. I think he trademarked that. I don't think I'm allowed to say it, but. Where'd I go? Hey, bright and sunny, Valerie. Yes, it makes sense. I'm going to melt. Yeah. So I like to put the forecast in a nutshell. You all know how I am about that, right? I even say that on air. I have forecast, and I don't know what I say. I said one more. I said, your Cliff Note version. Sunny, nice. Back to you, Sean. Some guy, I forget his name, wrote me on Facebook. He goes, that was the best. I'm like, okay. Brenda says, I stay inside my home or car. Please bring fall and winter back. Yep, those seasons will be back soon. As what did Claudia say this morning? She's already ready for Halloween. Just gonna skip over the next 3 months and just go to Halloween. And I said, well, I expect a pumpkin on that desk in the next 2 weeks. She said there's a whole bunch of Halloween stuff at the stores already. That seemed a little early to me, but speaking of early, anybody watch Hallmark? They have their Christmas in July going on right now, and I know many of you do because you tell me about it all the time. There's some new movies for Christmas in July. If you can't get enough Christmas in the season, which for me is November 1st, well, you have an option now in July too. Yep, I know, Mel, the Styrofoam cup, I know it's going to fire you up, and I'm sorry about that. Vacation Valerie says, hi, Jamie. Alex says, Rhode Island for the win. Yeah, not so much for me anymore. I love Rhode Island, though. I love it. But Connecticut for the win for me would be good. And Alabama is definitely the win for me. Also Tennessee, too. I'm a big Middle Tennessee fan. I go up that way quite a bit. Jamie says, Cass is in Pittsburgh visiting. She says, not cozy there. Yeah, Pittsburgh it's summertime. Yes, most of the United States is hot and humid for sure. And if you get a little bit of a break from it, you take advantage of it, right? Mel says it's going to be 90. Oh, your granddaughter's coming to Bristol today? That's awesome, Jamie. Have a great day. Granddaughter's probably getting kind of big, right? Like aging quickly. Kids do that thing. Big plans. Yeah, I know. You're going to the Braves game. So I asked everybody got big plans for tonight. And Vacation Valerie's like, yeah, I'm going to the Braves game in Atlanta. I'm not going to the Pandas game. I'm going to the Braves game in Atlanta. Show off. I mean, she is Vacation Valerie for a reason. I'm happy for you. I think you have a fantastic time. I haven't been to a Major League Baseball game in a really long time. But I'm excited to go see the Pandas tonight. No Cass, no Hazel, boring house this week. Yeah, I could use a little boring in my life right now, to be honest with you. Send some of that my way. That would be great. Sharon says hello to everyone. It's awesome. Alex says, so basically it's a dry heat today and tomorrow. Yeah, we're not quite Vegas style, but for us here, yes. For us, when we have dew points here in the 60s in the Tennessee Valley in July, that's like a break from the humidity. I don't know if it's completely dry. It's not like desert dry where the dew points are like in the 20s, but it's certainly better than when the dew points are 80, which we can have here very easily. No, when the humidity is low, 89 isn't so bad, but when the dew point's up, it's miserable. It is. It's we call this thing the heat index value, and it's how the air feels to you outside with the combination of heat and humidity. And yeah, like it's the real thing. Like somebody will come to me, this heat index thing, you guys just make this up. It just came about 2022. Well, you've been only doing it for 2 years. No, they're doing it for like the whole time. It's just, I think it gets more attention now because we know the seriousness of it when you have a lot of humidity and a high temperature, how uncomfortable it can be. And for many who are affected by the heat, it can be a real problem. For the rest that aren't, then it's no big deal. You just sweat a lot. I look at it as like burning calories in the summertime. I love it. It's like my treadmill. I just walk around in the heat and I sweat a lot. It's great. Christmas and Halloween decorating is insane. Yeah, for some people, it's like there's some people who go way over the top on decorating for Christmas early, but that's okay. That's all right. You do you. There's no judging on this place. We got this. Linda, good morning, Jeff. Beautiful sun out. Good for you. Jamie says Hazel was with her dad for this week, so she comes home today. And yes, a teenager with all the sass. That's good. Good. It's fantastic. Vacation Valerie. In 2 weeks, I'll go, yes, on Vacation Valerie with another vacation planned in 2 weeks. Vacation Valerie, I'm going to just live vicariously. Is that the right word? I'm not good with vocabulary. Through you. Okay? Like, just the fact that you have these vacations to go on, and I'm really jealous. My vacation's Trash Panda games, but I love them. They're really fun, so it's good. Alex, tonight's plans, going to sleep early. Great. You got to wake up at 5 a.m. All right, you get some sleep. Sleep is good. I forgot what that's like, too. A little sleep would be good. I would like that. Vacation Valerie saying hi to everybody, which is great. And I've caught up to all the comments, which is fantastic. I figured there'd be kind of a low turnout for Facebook Live or coffee time on this Saturday morning being a holiday weekend, but happy to see so many people on with comments, and it's fantastic, and I appreciate it. And eyeballs are down a little bit, but that's all right. I'm just happy y'all are here. It's great. I know it's a busy week. A lot of you told me, one, you were trying to go to fireworks shows Thursday night. And, yeah, I mean, worked out well. Sweat a little bit, you know. But, and then outdoor plans for Thursday, it just was hot and humid. But many of you were telling me you were taking the boat out. My friend Chris, he writes me on my page all the time. He said, taking the boat out to Lake Gunnersville. Going to have a great time. Got the family going out. Can't wait. We want it hot. We want it humid. That's what boating weather is. I was like, you go for it. Have a good time. Yeah, talk about going overboard for Halloween. Claudia here, she loves Halloween. She goes overboard. Decorating is great. Alex, is that a live camera? It is. That's Decatur. It's Decatur, Alabama, Alex. And it's the actual river, and there's a bridge, and it's really pretty and gorgeous. I'll move it around for you. Yeah, I have like 8 cameras at this station. Yeah, not just one. I am free. Free. So excited about that. All right, where am I at? So there's your Decatur camera right there, okay? That is a beautiful Memorial Bridge. Henry Hudson Memorial Bridge, I do believe is the correct pronunciation. I have crossed that bridge many times. I love Decatur. I go to Decatur all the time. I think it's fantastic. Everybody says this is their favorite camera shot, especially for sunrises. We turn it the other way for sunset. It was funny because sometimes like we'll leave the camera like not in this look, and somebody will go to our webpage where we have all the cameras there, and they'll be like, they'll write us an email like, somebody needs to change the Decatur camera back to the regular shot. I'm like, oh, we just show every shot. That's what we do. It's kind of cool, actually. But yes, you got Hawaii next year. As long as you get my taxes in there, too. I think I'm coming to you for taxes, just so you know. Oh, 20th anniversary. That's right. That's right. July 4th, Bristol, the parade. Now it's all coming back to me. That's right. Congratulations on 20 years of being married. Wedding bliss of 20 years. It's fantastic. My camera shot. Yes, I do. Such a pretty view. It is a pretty view behind me. That's Decatur in there now. I got the weather camera. I don't know. I mean, Jamie, I have to tell you, like, you watched me in ABC6. I had one camera. I made the most out of that one camera. Think of what happens when Jeff gets 8 cameras, and actually, we actually have 9. I move those around. I'm zooming in. I'm doing everything I can to tell the story. Cameras are awesome, especially when we have like a thunderstorm. It's not good for people who suffer, you know, from the lightning when it's on TV. But sometimes I'll put the camera up. I can see a storm in the distance, and it's relatively like 50 miles away from the camera in Decatur, and I'm looking north. And last year there was a storm in Tennessee in the morning, and I could see the lightning so beautifully. I will move that camera around, do everything I can. It's wonderful. Mel. It's always good to see you too, Mel. Mel, I miss you. And you always say 9:45 hugs. And you know what? This is almost 9:45 for you, but it's just morning. And it's East Coast time, of course, because we're 8:27 here now. But it's all good. But it's nice to have the cameras for sure. It's nice to see you on, Mel. I hope all is well. I feel like I don't say hi to you enough, and I feel bad. I need to talk to you more. Mel's the best. Twice now, my stomach is making this horrible growling noise. I'm really sorry. I am starving, and I shouldn't be because I had this really good dinner last night. But that was like 14 hours ago, so I haven't eaten since. I haven't ate since. We can talk. Thank you, Vacation Valley, Texas. You got it. When Jeff gets 9 cameras, he goes ape and shows them off. I do, Alex. I like the cameras. I think they're fantastic. Great way to tell the story. Tell the story a lot better than my babbling mouth can. Yes, he did. It was terrible, too. We got a view of the parking lot and the Superman building in the distance. That's all I had. Yep. Go get viewers and have fun with that. Sometimes I had some cool fog looks and stuff. It was kind of fun. But working miracles. 10-day forecast. There you go. Put it up again so you all can see it. Oh, I see Christine on. Wait a minute. Where'd that comment go? Get over here, Christine. Donna says, oh, Donna D.O., you so sweet. I appreciate that. He's so nice. Christine Tinker says, good morning, Jeff from Bryant, Alabama. Yes, Bryant in the house. I love that you watch us from Bryant, Alabama, Christine. Every time a storm is in the far northeast corner of Alabama, I literally think of you. And I'm just like, I hope Christine's okay. That's all I want. Do I still get hot chocolate delivered to the studio like I did in ABC6? Alec, I actually do. There's this wonderful young lady named Lori who I still talk to on a regular basis. She doesn't send it to the studio. She actually just mails it to my house. And she does. And I still get it. I'll always be babbling Jeff, Mel. You think so? Yeah, let me babble about this 10-day forecast. This is the Tennessee Valley 10-day forecast. And generally dry for the weekend. I talked about how the 90s aren't all created equal. They're going to feel a lot better to you than they have because the humidity is down for the weekend. That ramps back up for the week ahead. Some scattered storms. Monday's frontal boundary induced. Tuesday and Wednesday could be the remnants of what's left of Beryl. Give you a quick update on Beryl. I just love saying that. I'm sorry. It's a tropical storm now. Leaving the Yucatan Peninsula as a tropical storm. It will likely become a Cat 1 before it makes landfall again in the Texas coast. There are hurricane watches issued for the southeast coast of Texas. There is no other coast. We'll just say the coast of Texas. And then it becomes a remnant low as it moves north and west towards Shreveport, Louisiana, and eventually a low pressure center sometime by like Tuesday night into Wednesday near Memphis. With the bands of rainfall, even as it becomes a remnant low, still wrapping around the low pressure, like a typical northern, like a mid-latitude cyclone. It's just a storm. We'll have some rainfall here if its track holds up. If the track moves a little bit more east, we could get into some really heavy rainfall here. Stay with WAFF 48 for the very, very latest. Download that app. I had somebody write me yesterday. Nicest guy ever. Like, it's so funny. I hope I have the email here. He was really funny, and he was so appreciative. Bo Stanley. So he writes me. He goes, why does the radar at WAFF weather app not match what's on the WAF live TV radar? And this was from Bo in Tuscumbia. I just simply said, we've had to answer this question a million times, as you know. And I said, you have it set to future radar. You just have to change it, cycle through the options to get it to like, to the precipitation mode so it's on current, right? He said, thank you. And I said, let me know if you need any help. And he's like, thank you so much. And I never heard back from Bo, so I think he figured it out. But it's a great reminder for those of you who have the WAFF 48 app. It's awesome. But when it had an automatic upload like a month and a half ago, I think it was, it changed the default to future radar. So you have to make sure you go ahead and change it to precipitation if you haven't already. But it is an awesome app, though. It's obviously, it's one of the best weather apps I have, and I don't have to pay for it. I pay for all the other ones. I don't pay for this one. I did get a lot of candy delivered to the station. I did have fun. Had to have fun. I didn't have a choice. I had to live, but I had to thrive off of all your energy is what I had to do. Yeah, that's right. Vacation Valerie, that's a great point. Alec asked about the hot chocolate from Rhode Island. And there's some viewers that follow me here that caught wind of the different flavors of hot chocolate and actually called the place in Rhode Island and had it shipped down here to their homes. I'm not making this stuff up. I don't get a commission for this. We're talking hot chocolate. It was a cold day. Make a shake out of it. That's awesome. Yeah, you can make a shake out of it. It turns it into like a cold drink instead of a hot drink. Because Mel was saying, I can't have hot chocolate on a day like today. Yeah, I still have tons of it left. Like I talked to Lori on the phone a couple days ago. I said, Lori, no more hot chocolate. No, don't send any more. I literally have a lifetime supply of hot chocolate right now. Nothing wrong with that, though. Oh, Jamie, don't say that word, the S word. It's way too soon. We don't even really get that here anymore. It can happen, but it didn't last. Last 2 years, we had a little bit. Problem is, like when it snows like a half an inch here, it freezes and everything turns to ice, and then you can't get anywhere for like a week. Yeah, it was rough last year. That January sleet debacle, the sleet storm of 2024, crippling the Huntsville area, and it really did. Wasn't a lot of snow accumulation, but it was enough to make things dicey and icy. Jamie, wait, from where? I still have pork roll shipped from Jersey. Pork roll shipped. Nice. Yeah, they have that hot cocoa. I don't know. They're probably like, why are all these people calling from Alabama to buy our hot chocolate? Yeah. I don't know if it was a lot of people, but decent number. I had like 20 people message me about that peanut butter hot cocoa. But there's other flavors that are just as good. There's a maple bacon hot cocoa flavor too. It's pretty epic. It's bacon in hot cocoa. It's weird. Yeah, well, when you get snow, I can't even say that word. Pascagoula. I don't even know how to say that. It's somewhere in Mississippi. But yeah, when you get snow in places that don't usually have snow, and even if it's an inch or half an inch, or if it's just sleet, it causes problems, right? If you're in an area that has, you're used to snow and you get 2 feet, you're like, we just take the plow out. We got it. We good. Take the plow out and go just clear the roads. Get it out. And then we go on. Life goes on. Amanda, we had 2 to 3 inches of sleet here in my area and turned into a sheet of ice. It was awful, Amanda. I was forecasting that weekend. I kept saying, don't get caught up on the snow totals. Get caught up on the fact that this is going to fall as precipitation. Whether it's rain, sleet, snow, freezing rain, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, whatever it comes down as. What's going to happen is it's going to get really cold the next day. And the temperatures, they dropped into the single digits. Everything that was wet turned to ice, and it was game on. And then we never really could melt it because we had a second shot of Arctic air come in like 3 days later. And just when we could maybe get to the 40s and get some sun and melt things, bam, we froze it up again. And to make it worse, when we transitioned back to the freezing temperatures, we had a little light rain that day. It's not good. We just put like ice and then we put water on it and then we iced it over again. We made it a skating rink twice. It's like taking pledge and putting it on linoleum. Have you ever done that before? Don't. It slides. It's really bad. That's what we did here. I mean, I got to work. Even my 4-wheel drive in my truck didn't even work because I was just sliding down Pulaski every time I'd come to work. I'm like, this is fun. It's like a roller coaster. That's what it was. It's great. Jamie's like, yeah, it's down there on the Gulf Coast. I don't even look south of Birmingham. No, I'm just kidding. I know where that is. I just can't say it. vacation south. You said it right. I've had my time down here in the South. The Penguin Walk, yes, the Penguin Walk. People remember that. The fact that you all remember my stupid little one-liners really makes my day. The icky sticky thing is kind of going kind of crazy here. I've been saying icky stickies for like the longest time, and then somebody wrote me on my page yesterday, and I forget who it was, and she's just like, that icky sticky thing you say is hilarious. I'm like, really? I've been saying it since I was like 20 years ago in the industry. But it works. Yeah, people remember it. When you say the icky stickies are here, they know it's humid. Penguin walk. Anybody who doesn't know what a penguin walk is, it's when it looks like you're walking like you have hemorrhoids. And you're on ice and you take your feet and you kind of do this really close. And I call it the penguin walk because it looks like a penguin. Okay, enough of that. Vacation Valley. I'm going to have to check it out. Again, getting to the coast for Jeff is like definitely what I want to do. You like that, Valerie? Amanda with a little penguin right there. That's a cute little penguin right there. What a great emoji. Jamie says, I want to hear Temps in the 50s again. Oh, no. That's the Macarena. That is never coming out again. No. I miss Christina. I haven't talked to her in a while. Hope she's all right. Yeah, and you know what? The best part about that video, because I did go back and watch it, because I do have a copy of it, actually. You know who was great in that was Ian. He stole the show is what he did. After we got done with the dancing, he just was like cool, calm, and he was like, yeah. Sports guy sitting back doing his thing. I miss Ian. I miss Nicky Coit, too. Good guy. It's funny, I work in Rhode Island, had this amazing sports department. They were so good at what they did, like so good. And what they were pulling, doing what they were doing with what they had was amazing. But then I come here, and then Carl doing sports here. Even if you're not a sports fan, the way that young man tells a story when he covers sports, it's not just a sports story. It's like an educational experience when he covers the stories that he does. He is so good at what he does. And speaking of that, sports has their own app now. So if you're big into sports in the Tennessee Valley, you can download the WAFF sports app, like the weather app, and there's a news app. I know there's a whole bunch of apps, and it fills up your phone, and it gets annoying. But this sports app, you know Carl is going to do this 100% awesome. There's nothing that he doesn't do 100% awesome. And there'll be features on there besides just like, updates of scores and stuff. I mean, things that they really work hard at and get in-depth stuff with some of the people locally here, whether it's a signing for high school students to go to college for sports. The guy is all over it, though. And Cam does a great job, too. And I love watching what he puts out story-wise. It's good stuff. So that app is available now. You can get it. I have it on my phone. Oh, my stomach just made noise again. Stop. You like that, huh, Vacation Valley? You would sing on this? I think it was a Frank. I have sang Frank Sinatra. There's actually a video of me singing Frank Sinatra somewhere out there. Kind of crushed it. Jamie, the fact that he got to do it was classic. Christina is just cute. Christina played along with it. She's awesome. She was always, like I said, making chicken noodle soup without the chicken and without the broth and without the carrots and without the celery. It's kind of hard to make chicken noodle soup, right? But we did. That we did. All right. Janice, hi. Good morning from Florence, Jeff. Carl's the best. He is. I mean, Janice, thank you for saying that. I mean, and what's really cool about Carl is not only is he a great storyteller with what he does with sports, and he makes it something where somebody who doesn't like sports may want to listen, but outside of the actual realm of TV, a stand-up, high-quality kind of guy. People like that you want in your life. He's that cool. So. Jamie says she's still cut up. Yeah, she is. I've seen some of her realtor videos, and she's really good at it. She does a good job. So, All right, y'all, I got to run. I got to cut this a little bit shorter than usual today. I have some things I have to do. I have a very busy day ahead of me, unfortunately. I would love a day where I didn't have that, but I do. So anything you need, just let me know. Questions weather-wise, buzz me on my message. Or if you watch this back as a replay and you have a question about Beryl, for instance, all good, all good, all good. And her lash business, yes, that's funny too. Yes, she's hilarious. But yeah, just hit me up. Looks good for the weekend. Chelsea will be in this evening. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Chelsea's in Sunday night. We'll have more and keep an eye on Hurricane Beryl. I call it Hurricane Beryl because even though it's a tropical storm now, it's been a hurricane and it will likely become a hurricane again before it makes landfall. I think it's safe to just call it Hurricane Beryl from here on out. But nonetheless, it has an impact and we'll keep an eye on things. Hi, Adam Parks. Good to see you. I'm on my way out, my friend, right when you come in. But yeah, bro's going to go get some food because my stomach is making noises that it shouldn't be making, which is not good. And I ate a ton of food last night, too. Oh, my gosh, I was a piggy. It was good stuff. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy the great weather, okay?